So you want to learn about manually redirected walking. Here, I'll demonstrate the basics of manually redirected walking, and I've set up my play space here inside of VRChat. Green area is the place where I can walk, and the red area is the margin just before my wall starts. In order to manually redirected walk, basic idea is to first walk across your room, run out of space, so you turn towards the center, and then you turn to where you want to go in the virtual world. Those are often combined, or they will be combined once you get used to them more often. But this leaves out a lot of the nuance behind and fine details behind what goes into making this a comfortable and more friendly experience. The first thing is comfort. Using the joystick to do this is not optimal. Snap turn, smooth turn, whatever you would like to use to do this in. It's not the best experience. It takes a lot of practice to get used to walking with and turning with the joystick. So that might not be the best option, especially for new users. But OVR Advanced Settings has a solution for that, sort of a solution. It is called Space Turn. It binds your view to your hand, so you can like swipe through the world. That is a lot more comfortable for a lot of users. It is a lot more efficient as well, but it breaks a lot of games in subtle ways due to how it works. You can see here that I'm walking away from my play space, even though my real play space is over here, and that's the one that VRChat thinks it is in. That is one subtle way to break it, but you just have to find those where they happen in games and deal with them or figure out workarounds. The next thing is cables. There are more than one pattern to walk that you can do to decrease the amount of turns or to completely eliminate them. One way is to do a figure 8 pattern. If I come over here a little bit, we move the joystick. So if I move in a figure 8 pattern, so first left, across the center of my room, and then to the right, and then to the left again, that completely cancels out any rotation in the room, and that will make sure your cable does not get tangled. A couple other ones, like always turning left and right. So I got turn left, reach here, turn right, reach here, left, here, and a couple other ones that I won't go into too much here. So with the figure 8, it kind of looks like this. Not much different from what I've been showing earlier. And then with the left-right, it always looks like this. Again, kind of looks very much the same from the outside. You just have to experiment to see what is more comfortable, what works for your headset, your tracking, cable, or even wireless. And of course, for wireless, you can do any of those patterns, or just even, I basically do an oval shape or a slot, because wireless just makes it super easy. Next thing is the play space or bounds. make sure to have some sort of bounds on of some point, either that they fade in at a certain distance or that they're always on. Personally, I prefer my floor boundaries always on. Of course, it doesn't look like this. This is just for the demo and VRChat. Minimum size that I recommend for people in for any amount of walking is exactly what you see right now. This is about 2 by 2 meters with margin on each side, so about a 3 by 3 meter room would suffice. That allows just enough room for an advanced user to walk in VR. Just barely. Running in here is almost out of the question. I've done it before. It's not very comfortable, to say the least. But of course, you can always just get a bigger room. Couple last words. You don't need full body tracking at all to do this, which is nice. You can do this in any title that has joystick turn or some sort of snap turn or something like that. Other titles that don't have that, you can use very advanced settings, but again, that breaks a lot of stuff. Make sure your room is clear. You have enough room. Practice. Oh yeah, that's the one I want to get to is nausea training. It takes a while to get used to turning so much in VR, especially with your view locked like that. It is very disorienting and nauseating when you start. But for me, I was able to overcome that with practice. A lot of practice. And of course, bigger your room, easier time you're going to have. I think that just about covers most things. Bye-bye.